In the northern part of the main continent on Fenrir was the town of Triton, a town that most people considered neutral, similar to Vorpal in the south. Between these two towns were the soon-to-be warring lands of Onyx and Obsidian. Many believed Triton and Vorpal would be off-limits for recruitment from King Ingvar's Obsidian army and Lord Kazai's Onyx army. Those people were wrong. Triton was first to be approached by the two rulers. As soon as both ended up in Triton at the same time, people there knew things were going to go poorly for them. Those aware of King Ingvar's arrival in a similar town nearby, called Martyr, quickly learned that these neutral territories were no longer off-limits and started to make preparations. Others who either weren't in the know or just decided to let fate run its course took no action. Ren, a native Fennin to Triton, was among those trying to be proactive before King Ingvar arrived. A husband to a Fennin woman named Dayna, and a father to two Fennin girls named Indra and Faye. Ren felt it was his responsibility to keep them safe no matter what. He quickly came up with a plan to get them out and keep them as far from the war as possible. Unfortunately, there was no way to move them off the main continent before Ingvar or Kazai would get to Triton, so Ren decided to move his family south. Ren's strategy involved going down the middlemost part of the continent to get to Vorpal, then going south long before Ingvar and Kazai could make their way down. The plan worked surprisingly well. Ren, his wife Dayna, and his two children were in Vorpal in just a few days, and upon their arrival they heard news of the people of Triton being recruited. Those weren't the only rumors they heard about that day. Ren made his way inside a nearby bar to gather information and learned that members of Lord Kazai's army had already stationed themselves just outside Vorpal. The people of Vorpal feared they would be next to be recruited. Ren quickly gave his supplies to his wife and told her to take the girls south, and he would secure them the rest of what they needed and meet up with her in the next town over. Dayna agreed and took Indra and Faye with her. Before they separated just outside the bar, Dayna hugged her husband tightly and kissed him with tears running down her cheeks. Indra and Faye embraced Ren in the same way. The children probably cried just because their parents did, but Dayna and Ren knew that there was a high chance they may never see each other again.